How you doing, YouTube? Today we're gonna talk about my little driving rant. I'm driving right now, right? So what's gonna happen is we're gonna talk about why you're not gonna grow and why you're not getting the type of success you want. Let me turn that AC off real quick because I'm trying to holler at y'all real quick. So real talk, a lot of people become a product of their environments. You know what I'm saying? Right? And when you become a product of your environment, it's so easy not to be aware of the things you do. And what I mean by that is that you don't take accountability for what you're putting, the work you're putting into the things that you do every day, daily. So I'm encouraging a lot of people to just take the time to get to know yourself. Get to know yourself and become more accountable for the things that you do and what you indulge into, right? So let's start off there. Let's start off of like, what are the things you need to take out of your life? Like for me, for instance, right? One thing I need to improve on, and it gets challenging sometimes, but then it's easy and it's like a little balance back and forth kind of thing. It's like, I play video games, right? So I be gaming and shit like that. But I know that you can't just play a fucking game all day. Like, but when I was younger, I used to play for like hours straight, like maybe 10 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Damn. And because of that, I was so used to that type of environment, that type of process, that subconsciously I normalized me playing the video game for that fucking long, right? So what are the things that you subconsciously do that you don't even think twice about? Yo, people talk about a subconscious a lot, but I don't think people really like help you understand that all your subconscious is just the things you keep repeating to yourself daily. Like if I repeat to myself, which I ain't even gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. If I repeat to myself 1,000 times, I'm a loser, guess what you bet? I'm a fucking loser. I'm a loser, and I'm not gonna get anything I want. But if I tell myself, yo, I can do this, I got this, I can get what I want out of life, I can get what I need, yo, chances are 100% I'm gonna achieve the thing that I'm trying to achieve. So yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much effort we place into not thinking. It's so easy not to think. I used to think it was so cool because like in school, like people loved people who was like, you know, joking or not really caring about things. It was like the dumber you were, the more popular you were, right? Nah, and then like, oh yeah, you know, I felt like people almost embrace stupidity, and that's crazy. Like the smart person in school, right? When y'all was in school, always like identified as a nerd, as the person who was kind of like unpopular, right? Why is that? Because people, and this is crazy because I learned this in the future tense, is that everybody wants to see each other not doing better than each other. Nobody wants to see you doing better than them. Nobody wants to see growth. So I'm looking outside of yourself to grow. It's not going to happen because chances are everybody wants to stay stuck together. Everybody wants, it's a norm. It's normal to behave the way you're behaving. So why try to look outside of yourself for growth? It's not there, right? So what I'm saying to you is like, whether it's you want to work on yourself, improve the way you look, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you even show up. Like if you have, and a lot of people, some people have like, you know, drinking problems, smoking problems, stuff like that. I ain't even telling you to cut it 100%. Like some people can't do cold turkey. I understand that. Like it's not no cold turkey kind of remedy to do it. But hey, yo, I don't really even need that drink right now. And you do that like compound interest. Like you keep doing that consecutively. Like, oh, I don't need it. I'm okay. I'm good. And then you do that with smoking. I'm good. Even though that's like, you know, there's addictions there, right? We're both. There's addictions both. but you have to have willpower and the strength and a strong mindset. You see, a lot of things you can't break is because you're not believing in yourself and you're not telling yourself you can do it. The moment you tell yourself you can't do something, it's over. It's over. Just give up now. Don't try to make a change if you're not really willing to tell yourself, yo, I got this. Even if you don't got it, fake it till you make it. That's really what it is, right? And I'm tired of seeing my people, especially my people, losing because we've been hurt and abused and affected by a society that had no love for us. They ain't show shit for us. Yo, I come from the Bronx. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, my 29 years, I'm 29 years old, just turned 29 on April 23rd. What's up, Taurus gang, right? My 29 years of living in this life, I realized, like, yo, nobody was coming to save me. Nobody was gonna do this for me but me, right? And the reason why I'm so passionate right now about the things that I'm doing, the way that I'm moving, the way that I want people to move, is because we're better together. We're really better together. It's a unity. If we communicate and talk to each other, it's powerful. It's so deep. It's so powerful about the messages we're giving one another. And if we stop listening to the stupidity and the dumb stuff that the government wants us to listen to, and we start making a change for ourselves, to embetterment of ourselves. You see, the thing is, people think they're too good to help. But I'm telling you, like, the way to success is through help. It's through almost helping each other get to the top, right? Like, we gotta guide one another to get where we want to go in this life. And I'm encouraging you, like, if you don't got a support system, yo, like, even if you gotta use the comment box below, make some friends and get a support system. Y'all can hit me up anytime. We could talk about it. Whatever it is, I'm here to help. The key to success, the way to do life, is to help others, solve other people's problems, right? So I just want to encourage everybody, yo, take the time to get to know you. Be more aware of the things that bother you. Be more aware of the things that tempt you to react. Stop being such a reactive person and be more of a person who can respond. That's deep. Yo, like, people, it's either you control or you're being controlled. Which one are you? Are you somebody that people can control, manipulate, make you do what they say, and you don't even realize that you're being controlled? Yo, like, it's so deep. It's so deep, and I think that people are unaware of how deep it gets, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know, like, I hate the idea of having to allow somebody to control and monitor or dictate what I'm gonna do. Even if it's positive or negative, I'd rather what my choice of making or my choice was to be coming from me rather than someone else. Like, the news, I hate the fucking news because it's always some negative, toxic shit. Like, your life doesn't have to be negative. Life don't have to be toxic. Oh my God. Like, I'm really just trying to get you to change your mindset, change the way you think, change the way you behave, change the way you analyze it. And by wanting change is a first step to creating change and finding change. A lot of people ain't making change because they can't find an answer or a solution to what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? You can't find it because of the messages you're telling yourself. So it all starts with you. It all starts with how you treat yourself, your daily practices, the way you show up every day. How are you showing up? I just really want you to observe and analyze. See, the first thing you got to start with is just observing yourself. Observe what you do, your daily interactions. Is the people in your life uplifting you, or they throwing you out, or they just making you stagnate? Nobody can make this change for you. And yes, you may be the person in your circle, the only person thinking the way you thinking, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. You just have to surround yourself with different minded people. But the crazy part about it is that if you can't find those people, once you change and once you start working on yourself, they're gonna just attract to you. You don't even have to go searching for somebody. I'm telling you, if you do the inner work, it's just gonna naturally flow. And it's something about this life that is just flow. Energy flows, and you don't even have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the work on yourself. Stop trying to heal everybody else. Stop trying to change somebody else. Stop working on everybody else. This is about you. This is about you becoming the best version of you. This is about you stepping up. And whether it's losing weight, whether it's stop drinking, whether it's you not wanting to smoke anymore, this is more about you. Whether it's just you want to put some muscle on, or maybe you just want to stop eating sweets. You know, it's like, it don't have to be big. It could be very minimal. You know what I'm saying? It just starts with you. It starts with daily practices and knowing that you got to take action. A lot of things we think about, we think so much. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I think so, like 1,000, maybe millions of things per day. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I could sit around all day and not even take action. Yo, the thing that school fucked us up on, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is not knowing how to take action. How to be a person who's like, yo, I'ma just do this shit. Fuck it. I'ma think about it. You're already smart. You're very educated. You don't need to be even any more educated than you are to get the job done. I promise you. I promise you, it's just common sense once you start doing research. After all of that research, after all of that time you invest and you put into it, the next step is just doing. And it's so hard to do because we were taught to not do. We were taught to just go to school and then work for somebody and let them tell us what to do. Well, I'm not ready. I don't want to hear nobody tell me what to do anymore. Like, I'm just tired of people telling me what to do. I'm tired of people, and at that, people be telling you what to do and not even knowing what to do. Like, I'm tired of not being in control. I'm tired of getting false advertisement from people who think they know what it is when I can do the research and I can figure it out myself. So if I can do the research and figure it out myself, and then I can attract to people who are like-minded, who thinks the same way as me, guess what I can do? I can grow and I can become better because I'm not only listening to what you say, but I'm listening to the things that I've researched, I'm listening to the things that I've done, and I'm keeping a positive mindset. So on your journey, like, we all have negative thoughts. I'm being honest with you, like, it's hard to remain positive all fucking day. You know, we probably going through some life, we going through issues, struggles, stuff like that, but you gotta figure out where your issue lies, where that struggle lies, you know? For instance, some people go through like money issues, but I'm here to tell you, like, yo, if you balance your money, if you figure out a way to just like have a little system for yourself, you know, whether that's putting 10% away, saving. See, the start of that whole conversation of reason why people feel the way they feel about money is because they don't have a system in play of how their money moves. They just start spending. And I hate that for us, especially black people, especially, I don't even want to say black people, urban people, is that we were never taught to save money. We weren't taught to save money. We was taught to spend that shit, look fly, be the flyest nigga in the room. And especially when your taxes came, taxes came, it's time to go out there and be a consumer. But that's not how money works. You know, you're supposed to spend it, but that's not how money works. Your money's supposed to work for you. Like, and if you could get your money to work for you on some type of level, then guess what you could do? You can start thinking about healing yourself, becoming a better version of yourself, thinking about the things you can provide for your family on a positive note. Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you rather be someone who can give back? Wouldn't you rather stop feeling like you're going check to check? Wouldn't you rather be somebody who's able to not always be stressed thinking about how they're gonna pay the next bill, and be somebody who's like, okay, I can take a fresh breath, and now I can do X, Y, and Z. I can think. They rob us from our ability to focus. It makes us feel like we're lost. It makes us feel like we're out of control. It makes us feel like we cannot obtain, we cannot achieve. That is not the truth. That's just something you feel. It's a feeling, but it's not a truth. And then I encourage you that all you have to do is believe, and God will pave the way. You know, money is very spiritual. It is. And I think this whole thing is spiritual. I think the way we live, the way we talk, the way we walk, the air we breathe, and how our life comes to us. You know, bad things is always going to happen, but it's very spiritual the way you're supposed to live. And so many people are so used to toxic environments, or doing something toxic, or having fun in toxic relationships, whatever it is, the energy that is entertaining and interesting, it's not gaining anything for you. It's not getting you to the place where you need to be or want to be at that point. So why do we continue to stay stuck? That's my question. Why do we continue to stay stuck and keep doing the same negative things? I've worked so hard for so long to change, you know what I'm saying, to work on, to improve the way I think. Why did I do that? Because I'm not, even right now, and I'm doing very much so better for myself, but I'm still not where I want to be physically, mentally, and emotionally, and spiritually. Because you know what, there's always a chance to learn. And I went to school and I didn't learn everything I need to learn. You know, you never stop knowing everything. You're always gonna unlock a new chapter, new journey to your life, but you gotta know how to get that information for yourself. And I'm here to tell you, like, yo, you want better for your life, you want to improve, you want to become somebody nobody can recognize, and you can give back and you can teach people. The first thing you gotta start doing is reading. Reading is so fundamental, yo. And if they want to hide something from someone, put it in a book, man. Like, people don't even want to read a book. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very vulnerable. I felt like for my whole life, for half of my whole life, I should say, I didn't even want to, like, even though I enjoyed reading, like, because in video games sometimes you gotta read a whole bunch of shit to get to the next thing. Sometimes the words don't even read for itself. You gotta read, right? Or, like, even if I was doing poetry, because I like poetry and stuff like that, I read poetry books. But in actuality, outside of school, I refused to read. I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that shit. That shit boring. Because we were led to believe that there was nothing substantial outside of or inside of a book. I'm here to tell you, I started picking up books and I started saying, oh shit, I became more interested in reading than going to out in a club. Because here we go, like, consuming is what you are what you consume. And it sounds crazy, but you are what you consume. And I probably would never even communicate or talk on a social media platform if I wasn't able to consume the more healthy choices in my life. There are very much so many ways you can become a better version of yourself. You just have to want it, and you just have to believe. So I encourage you today, just believe in yourself. You got this. If you need somebody to talk to, you got people like me who are always going to help you on your journey, because that's empathic person. And much love, sending it your way. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this information, and we'll talk again. Holla at me.